Hello, my name is Rizal Idris. I'm from an English Education Department Semester 5. And today I will talk about and explain to all of you about all the research and journal that I'm gonna put in my proposal. And this is all the links related to the journal that I'm gonna talk about in my video. All these links is gonna be in the description of the video if you want to look it up and read it for yourself. Okay, let's begin with the first journal. Okay, let's move on to the first journal titled Improving Students' English Pronunciation Ability Through Fish Games and Maze Games. The first journal talks about the problem with the low pronunciation ability of kindergarten students in all Asia that is caused by an uninteresting learning activities, the learning students' difficulties of English pronunciation, and the students' low motivation in learning English. The theoretical review includes the young learner's characteristic, games in language and games in young learners. The procedures of research consist of identifying the problem, planning the action, implementing the action, observing the action, and reflecting the result of the research. In this research, the researcher acts as a, as a teacher who conducts the action research in the classroom, and she is helped by the classroom teacher and collaborator in collecting the data, and researcher uses observational techniques supported in the test. In analyzing the data, the researcher uses the field notes, teacher the desired student work supported with a recording and a photograph, then also com- compares the result of the students' pre-test and post-test to answer the research question. Okay, let's move on to the next journal. Okay, the next journal titled Improving Student Speaking Proficiency Using Games. This second journal talks about a research study designed to improve student speaking proficiency by implementing games. The aims of this research is to describe whenever or not to what extent the games improve speaking proficiency. To improve the situation when the games are implemented in speaking class. The researcher conducted from 3rd of April to 8th of May 2009. The subject of the study is the student of class 8E of SMP Negeri 2 Baki Sukarjo. The researcher analyzed both qualitative and quantitative data. Qualitative data are analyzed using consistent comprehensive method that is consists of four steps, namely comparing indecent applicable to each category, intergrading categories and their properties, delimiting the theory and writing theory. The qualitative data are analyzed by using descriptive statistic qualitative data which are collected by conducting pre-test and post-test are analyzed to know the improvement students speaking proficiency. Okay, let's move on to the third journal. The third journal, titled The Effectiveness of Learning Vocabulary Through Games. This journal talks about how students usually feel bored in vocabulary lessons because they have not changed their learning habits, such as writing words on paper, or trying to learn by heart, or learning passively through the teacher's explanations. To help students find language classes, especially vocabulary lessons, to be more interesting and achieve more from games, the researcher has been conducting research to find the answer of the question, do games help students learn vocabulary? Okay, next journal. The next and last journal titled The Use of Crossword Puzzle to Improve Vocabulary Mastery. This journal talks about how students can master their vocabulary through a crossword puzzle. In Oxford Learner Dictionary, a crossword is a puzzle in which words have to be guessed from clues written in a space grid. A crossword is a puzzle that is normally takes form of a square or rectangular grid of white shaded squares. Crossword puzzle is a game that you have to think about it really carefully in order to solve the puzzle. In presenting a crossword puzzle, the teachers have to do a various ways. The procedure of presenting a crossword puzzle is to make the student interested to do the crossword puzzle. The various procedures included: first, the teachers give the same crossword for each student. They have to solve it individually with the help of written clues. The teachers divided the class into groups, then and then the teachers give a different crossword for each group. Everyone in the group helps to solve it. The second, the teachers give a crossword puzzle to all the students. They have to do it. They do the crossword individually. Then the teachers divide the class into groups, and then they work it. They work in groups. The student can share their answer to finish the crossword in groups. Okay, that's all the journal I have to explain. Next up is the conclusion. The conclusion of this video is to show that students, especially the young learner, can benefit and learn vocabulary and pronunciation through the use of games, and explain how research was conducted to study the benefit of learning vocabulary and pronunciation through games. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.